loud reading, and oral work. Lesson 38, The Magic Kettle. A tanooki is a small, furry, dog-like animal found in Japan. There are many imaginary stories about this playful little animal. It is believed in the stories that a tanooki can take the shape of anything or any animal. Here is a story about a tanooki and a peddler called Jimu. Once in the country of Japan, there lived an old man. He lived in a beautiful house high up in the mountains. He was proud of his house with its white straw mats and pretty papered walls. In warm weather, he slid back the walls to let the smell of the trees and the flowers come in. One day he was standing looking at the mountain opposite when he heard a kind of rumbling noise in the room behind him. He turned around and saw a rusty old iron kettle in a corner. How the kettle got there, the old man did not know, but he picked it up and looked it over carefully. Complete the following. In warm weather, the old man slid the walls dash. Answer: to let the smell of the trees and the flowers come in. In warm weather, the old man slid the walls to let the smell of the trees and the flowers come in. The old man turned around and dash. Answer: saw a rusty old iron kettle in a corner. The old man turned around and saw a rusty old iron kettle in a corner. That's a piece of luck, he said, smiling to himself. My old kettle was getting worn out, and this looks like a good kettle. He filled the new kettle with water and put it on the fire. As soon as the water in the kettle began to get warm, a strange thing happened. The man thought he must be dreaming. The handle of the kettle slowly changed its shape and became a head. The spout grew into a tail. Out of the body of the kettle sprang four paws. In a few minutes, the man was watching not a kettle but a tanooki. The tanooki jumped off the fire and bounded about the room like a kitten. It ran up the pretty papered walls and even across the ceiling. The old man could not catch it. He called his neighbor for help. Somehow they caught the tanooki and shut it up in a wooden chest. Running after the tanooki had made them both very tired. They sat down on the mat to rest. Fill in the blanks. The dash of the kettle slowly changed its shape and became a head. Answer: handle. The handle of the kettle slowly changed its shape and became a head. The tanooki jumped off the fire and dashed the room like a kitten. Answer: bounded about. The tanooki jumped off the fire and bounded about the room like a kitten. What shall I do with this naughty animal? I don't want to keep it in the house, said the old man. Why don't you sell it off to Jimmu, the peddler? The neighbor suggested. That's a good idea, said the old man. So they sent for Jimmu. When he came, the old man went to the chest and lifted the lid very, very carefully. But there was no tanooki inside, only the old rusty kettle the old man had found. He did not now want to keep the kettle. He gave it away to Jimmu without taking any money for it. Jimmu put the kettle in his cloth bag and started off home. He felt that his bag was getting heavier and heavier on the way. But he did not put it down. On reaching home, Jimmu put the bag away carefully in a corner. True or false? The old man wanted to keep the kettle. Answer: false. Jimmu put the kettle in his cloth bag and started off home. Answer: true. At night, when Jimmu was fast asleep, he heard a sudden noise and woke up. He could not see anything, but he thought he heard some noises in the corner. When he lit the lamp, he saw that the kettle had turned into a tanooki once again. It was running round, chasing its own tail. It ran here and there, and jumped and turned somersaults. Jimmu sat watching the tanooki for a long time. Then he fell asleep. When he got up in the morning, he saw that the tanooki had not run away. The old kettle was still there, lying in a corner. He picked it up lovingly. Do you wish to stay with me, tanooki? He asked. To his surprise, the tanooki answered in a human voice. I'll stay with you, and make you very rich. You can show me around. People will give a lot of money to see a kettle turn into a tanooki and dance. Complete the following. When Jimmu lit the lamp, dash. Answer. He saw that the kettle had turned into a tanooki once again. When Jimmu lit the lamp, he saw that the kettle had turned into a tanooki once again. People will give a lot of money to see dash. Answer. A kettle turn into a tanooki and dance. People will give a lot of money to see a kettle turn into a tanooki and dance. So that's what they did. Jimmu set up a booth with a platform. He put the kettle on the platform. At his command, the kettle turned into a tanooki. At Jimmu's commands, the little furry animal would then walk, run, jump, leap, turn somersaults, or dance. People loved to see the kettle change into a playful little animal that could do all this. They paid Jimmu well to see the show. Big crowds of people came to watch the show. And the dear little tanooki never disappointed them. Merrily it danced many dances. The shadow dance, the fan dance, the umbrella dance. It never tired of dancing. Soon Jimmu had collected lots and lots of money. He had become a very rich man. He said to the tanooki, "Dear tanooki, you have made me very rich. We can both live in comfort now. We can stop the shows if you like." So they decided to stop the shows. But Jimmu did not forget the old man who had given him the magic kettle. He gave some of the money to the old man. All of them lived long and happy lives. Jimmu and the old man are no more, but you may still come across the magic kettle lying in a corner somewhere in Japan. True or false? At Jimmu's commands, the tanuki turned into kettle. Answer: false. Tanuki was never tired of dancing. Answer: true. Homework 1 and 2 to be written in your CW book. Homework 1. Find the smaller words hidden in the following words. First one is done for you. Carefully. C-A-R-E, care. F-U-L-L, full. Full fully, car car, arer. Lovingly, furry, playful, somewhere. Homework 2. What would have happened had the old man kept the tanooki? Write in short. Thank you. Have a nice day.